Today, my sister and I are going to do a sister's tag. This is Jennifer, and Jennifer has been in very few vlogs here and there. I don't even remember. I know way back she was in one when Gavin was just a baby and he was sitting in the front of the buggy at Kroger. And other than that, I don't know what other videos she's been in, but they've been few and far between. But you all have noticed her in those videos, a couple of those videos, and you've said you all should do the sisters tag. And so it's very difficult to get Jennifer over here because she's always busy. You're very busy. She works, she commutes, she can talk. She'll talk in just a minute. She commutes back and forth. How long does it take you to get there?
About an hour.
About an hour. So she'll go to work and it takes her an hour to get there, an hour to get home, and then she has 16-year-old girls who she is raising, and then she goes to the gym almost every night, don't you?
5 days a week.
Yeah, so she's always busy. So this is the first opportunity I have had to get her over here. So I found some questions on the internet. I haven't looked at them in several months, but when I saw them, I just thought they would be fun for us to answer. So she has no idea what's coming, and I don't remember them, like I said. But the first thing people are going to ask is, what do you think of me doing videos? Because I know that's been a question that's come up, is how does your family feel about it?
Whatever you want to do.
That's how they feel. You all really, you don't watch very many of them, do you?
What do you want to know? If I like it, if I think it's great, or if I think it's just stupid?
Do you think it's silly, or do you think it's cool, or?
No, I think it's cool because you've met a lot of people.
Yeah.
You've met people from other countries, and yeah, I think that's really neat. It sparked friendships, and what interests me is how interested people are in you. No, I get it. People think, well, I don't never do nothing. My life's no big deal. And then you find out all these people, to them, they're interested.
Right, they're interested.
But
you know what? Cool. If you were making videos, I would watch you every day. I would watch all of your videos.
I wish I could watch you every day. I can't though.
Would you ever be interested in being on YouTube and having your life out in the public? And how do you feel about that? About the whole privacy thing?
If somebody asked me a question, I would answer it. Okay, and I would answer it as honestly, as nicely, and as bluntly as I could.
Right.
But I'm just not going to give out information.
Right. So consider yourself to be a very private person.
Yeah, there's just some things that's just none of nobody's business.
Right. So does it surprise you with everything that you see Kevin and I sharing? Does it surprise you maybe that we've shared something and you thought, why in the world would they want people to know that? Or?
Well, with the videos I've seen, no, because y'all are talking about food.
Right.
Y'all have talked about fixing up the house.
Right.
Maybe that's something that could have helped somebody.
Right.
Now, you did a video on Ashley moving out.
Right.
And you were really upset.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have put that on?
That's me.
Right.
I don't think you're wrong.
Oh, no, that's, yeah.
And there's
But you wouldn't have wanted people to see you cry, emotional? No.
No.
Right.
Because I don't like that stuff anyway.
Right. But I can tell
I don't like that kind of stuff anyway.
On the flip side of that, I've had people right here in this town that I did a video a long time ago talking about mom dying, and I think I had a dream about my mom, and I was crying because it was like, it was so vivid seeing my mom in this dream, and so it was very emotional. And I actually had someone who, this lady too, she came to me and she said, I just lost my mom. And she said, now I can relate, and she felt like it brought her closer to me. Like that made us have a bond. And even like we have a mutual friend who just lost her dad not that long ago. And she said to me, you know, she said, I always thought you and Jennifer were so weird, how your family, you all would go to the cemetery and you would talk about how you've eaten in there and everything. And I always thought that was weird. And she's lost her dad now. And now she goes and she said, I'll have lunch there at the cemetery I feel closer to Daddy.
And I don't ever go to the cemetery.
No.
Mom's been dead almost 7 years, and I've been to the cemetery 3 times.
Yeah, I've told people that, and it's not anything against that I think you're wrong or I think it's bad.
I believe differently than you do.
Right.
About that stuff.
Well, for me, going to the cemetery it's just a respect thing. And I know she's not there. I know she's not seeing me come or visit or anything like that. I know that. I know her spirit is gone. It's left her body. I realize that. But for me, we were raised that it was just something you do. Because, you know, she took us to Grandmother Scott's grave all the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's why I go. But I don't think less of you because you don't. I really don't.
I don't know why. I don't know. It just sort of weirds me out.
Does it?
Well, because I guess because most people believe, a lot of people believe that when you die, you go straight to heaven or straight to hell. Mm-hmm. And I don't believe that.
Right.
I believe that you are in this sleep state and till God comes back. And then he'll take everybody up to heaven then.
Right.
So when I imagine Mom right now, I don't imagine her
in heaven.
In heaven.
You imagine her just sleeping.
Just sort of imagine, yeah. And,
right.
And yeah. So it's sort of creepy. I mean, it's very peaceful. I don't think it's a bad thing, and I don't think she has any clue what's going on.
Right.
Or anything like that. But it's just sort of. Death never bothered me until Mom died. And now death bothers me back.
Right.
Yes, it does.
Right.
Because of that.
I try not to think about
I try not to think about
dying. You know, I go to the cemetery, and honestly, I go, and it's just so beautiful there. I think you would be shocked if you went at how much it's filled in. Okay, well, I don't know how we got off on this. Oh, because I was asking you about the whole YouTube thing, how you felt about it. So you considered yourself to be a more private person.
Well, I don't mind hearing about other people.
Right.
And I can empathize with people, not necessarily sympathize with them, because I think people bring stuff on themselves lots of times, but I can empathize with people. I can usually find a connection somewhere because it's something I've done, something I felt, something I thought. But I'd rather hear about them and try to find out what the relationship, because I believe you can find something in common with anybody. I don't care what it is. There's going to be common ground there.
Right.
So and then I'll let little bits of myself out.
Right.
And then there's other people I can meet, and I'll just be like, blah, 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 telling them everything.
Right.
It just depends.
Depends on who it is.
It depends on if I feel that.
It's interesting
that connection.
That you think it's neat that you didn't realize that people from different countries and stuff like that. I don't think that my family realized at first how many people that I've met through doing the channel. But then Kevin and I do that dinner with the Duns on Wednesday, and it's like there's not a ton of people that come in. There might be 70, 80 people that come in. But I think even my dad thought that he thinks it's the coolest thing that some of you are in New Zealand and Australia, and you're watching from all over the place, watching us, and you want to ask us questions. And you're right, that is very cool.
They think enough of you to send you food.
I know, to spend money on us.
To spend time making something.
Yeah. Oh,
you know?
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't.
I've got a quilt. I've got a quilt in the living room right now.
That person thought something.
And it was of her mother's material. Her mother passed away recently, and she used some of her mom's material.
That shows
I mean, and it's like, my goodness. I mean, they've made us part of their family, and yeah, we do have that.
I think that's really comforting.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to address that because I didn't know. I know that you all have asked before how my family feels about it, so I figured I would ask her that. These are lighter questions, I promise. We've been going on for 11 minutes now.
That's okay.
How old are you?
42.
Because people don't know.
42.
Who out of the two of us is the most mature?
Well, obviously.
Who?
That would be you.
Oh, do you think?
Well, yeah.
Why do you think that?
Because I've acted awful. I've done crazy stuff.
I don't think you've acted awful.
Yeah.
Do you think that?
Well, yeah, I've acted awful.
I don't think, yeah, but you've
I've ran away from home before. I've been the one to drink.
You've settled down so much, though.
Yeah, but it took a long time to get there.
Right. It does.
I'm the one with the tattoos all over me.
She does have tattoos. I don't think anything. Yeah, I don't think anything.
I'm not. It's not like I've been doing crack or something like that.
Right.
But I have been a little bit more
adventurous.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's interesting. I do not have anything against tattoos at all. But Jennifer, for a little while, went to a church where someone actually told her, didn't she tell you that she thought that they were horrible? What did she say?
It's what the place that I think.
Yes.
That you're thinking of.
Yes.
That my tattoos wasn't the only thing they commented on.
Oh, what else did they comment on?
They got upset because they were Baptist. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that.
And they, we were talking about, we had done this class that Henry Blackaby had done, and we were talking about death and what happens after death. And they got PO'd at me because they took one Bible verse. To be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, and they took that as, oh, you die and go to heaven,
right?
Or today you'll be with me in paradise,
right?
But I can go through every single book of the Bible and point out scripture that shows when you die, you go to sleep,
right?
Just like Lazarus. If Lazarus had died and gone to heaven, then how did he go? It's not like Jesus took him away from heaven.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Okay, he was asleep. He brought him back.
Right.
I don't know. Anyway, they got mad at me, so I got confronted on that.
Right.
Because they didn't appreciate that point of view. There's several things. They don't.
Jennifer is so interesting. I think she's very, very interesting. I think this video, I think you all are going to be like, please have her again because she's very interesting. Describe your sibling in one word.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know.
I can describe you. I have a word for you.
Okay.
Confident.
Oh, you think I'm confident?
I do.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I do because I think you're willing to go places and do things, and you know, you've had a lot of different jobs, and I think that takes confidence. I think to do things that you do all by yourself takes a lot of confidence. And I think you are used to doing a lot by yourself that I have Kevin, so I'm not. And I think you are used to taking care of a lot by yourself.
That's just because I don't like being bothered.
She wants to be left alone. Yeah, confident.
I mean, but I do enjoy my alone time in my space.
Yeah.
I think that's hard. I don't know if I could describe you in one word. Because I think you're serious, yet I think you're really funny, too. And I think you're really smart.
Oh, Jennifer.
I do. I think you're very smart. I don't know.
Thank you very much.
Let me. That's
you know what? In another video, Kevin and I did a video a while back. It was before we did Dinner with the Duns. It was a I think I was calling it still a mukbang back then. But one of the questions we asked each other was, who is the most giving person in your family? And we both thought it would be you. You are the most giving. So giving would be another word.
I try to be. I mean,
You're very giving.
I don't just spend my money on anything.
No.
But if somebody's in need,
you're the first one.
I would give it to
yes,
them.
she's the first one to offer money or anything. She's very, very giving. Let's see. Who is the most stubborn?
Oh gosh, duh, you. Don't make Tammy mad, because 10 years from now, she's still going to be mad at you. I promise. Like, I get over it in a day, and 3 months later, you're still like, screw them, you know.
You're hilarious. She's right, though. I am the most stubborn. Which celebrity did your sister have a crush on?
Oh, well, this is easy.
For you, Kiefer Sutherland.
Yes.
She loved Kiefer Sutherland. Yeah, there were doors on each where these bookshelves are. There were doors, and she had a poster of Kiefer Sutherland on her door.
I still got a scrapbook of him. I made a scrapbook of him. Yeah, it's upstairs in my attic, and you flip through it, and it's all pictures of him from like Teen Bob and all this stuff.
Neat.
Yeah.
Okay, who was my celebrity crush on?
I don't know. I know, because I remember posters. We had Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
We had Rick Springfield.
Yeah.
I
always liked Boy George.
You did? I don't remember you being... You liked Pee Wee Herman. I'm not saying...
No, I did. I love Pee Wee Herman. Love PeeEe Herman. Yeah, you're right.
And he wasn't a bad-looking guy. He's weird, but he wasn't a bad-looking guy.
I don't think he's bad-looking.
That dark hair, you know.
What is your favorite food?
I don't know.
Mine's pizza.
Yeah, you can't beat pizza.
Who cooks the best between the two of us?
Yeah.
Jennifer doesn't like to cook.
Yeah, but if I call you and ask you to make me food, it's obvious who cooks the best.
What are some common things between the two of us?
Our parents.
Our parents. We hope. One of these days, I want to do that geology thing, where you spit in the...
So the government can get your DNA and have it on file.
I don't care. I think everyone should be required to give blood.
They're testing you for mutant genes.
I don't care. I literally think everyone should be required to give blood.
I think it'd be neat.
Have it on file.
But as far as the accuracy of those goes, I don't know. Our cousin Lisa did that, and she got a whole big weird thing back that I don't...
You don't know if you believe it or not.
Yeah, I really don't. I think you can get it done, but I think you need to go with a more expensive, more reputable place.
Right.
I don't think you should pay, $50 or $100 and it's right. To get a good result. I just don't see that.
Right. Do you like to gossip with your sibling?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We both like to gossip. Who has a good sense of humor?
I think
we both do. Yes. Who has the best sense of fashion? I think we both dress like everybody else in this area. We both wear t-shirts and jeans.
Yeah, I mean, this is Winchester, Kentucky.
Yeah. Which is the favorite movie of your sibling?
I can tell you what my favorite movie is, but I'm sure you can't tell me what my favorite movie is.
I know that you love Downton Abbey. Like, avid Downton Abbey fan. I mean, I love Downton Abbey, but she loves Downton Abbey.
That's TV show, though.
Right. What is your favorite?
But Downton Abbey's not my favorite TV show. But
it's not.
Well, I love it. I
would have thought that would have been your favorite TV show.
No, Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. I love Game of Thrones.
Well,
too.
I was repulsed by Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
John would watch it. I didn't start watching it until several seasons went by. Mm-hmm. And I'd walk into the living room and there'd be some naked person on TV. It seemed like
and
every
she's
time.
Blonde and beautiful.
Yeah, every time you turn around, somebody would be naked.
Right.
And the thought that was going through my mind was, this ain't nothing but a bunch of sex.
Right.
And So why would I be interested in it? And then my second thought was, if you got to put all that sex in a show to get somebody to watch it, then it can't be a really good freaking show.
Right.
Because, that's the only reason they're watching it.
Right.
And then I got bored, and the cable went out, but there wasn't something on cable or something, and somehow, but the on-demand was working or something, and I got and started watching it. It was All She Wrote.
And you love it.
Oh, God, I love it. I just have to look over things for the sake of watching it.
Right.
But as far as movies go, my favorite is Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome.
I like those movies
Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome and Lord of the Rings.
I love Lord of the Rings. Yeah, that's probably an all-time favorite. Yeah, because I have favorite movies for Halloween and favorites for Christmas and favorites for different times of year, definitely.
Well, that's like songs. You have favorite songs for different things, too.
Right, yeah, and you get moods, different moods. But I would say, as far as all-time favorite movie, Lord of the Rings.
Oh, John gets so mad at me because it's on TV like every day, and like every day I watch it.
And you'll watch it.
Oh, I can tell you what they're going to say.
Which is your favorite out of all the movies?
Of Lord of the Rings?
Mm-hmm.
I like Return of the King. I do like that
That's
one.
a good one. Yeah.
My favorite character out of all of them, though, isn't Frodo. It isn't even really Sam. For some reason, I like I can't think of his name. The king in the second part, where he's like, all taken over by Sauron or whatever his name.
Yeah.
And then you see his whole face change and everything. I like him. It really depressed me when he died.
Yeah. Spoiler. I'm sure everyone's seen it.
Okay.
Let's see, where are we? Who spends more money on clothes?
Probably me. Even though I really don't spend money on clothes.
She works, though. She works out of the house, and so if she does, then that's understandable.
Yeah, but I really don't spend. I hate shopping. I hate it. If I'm going to spend my money, I'd rather buy something for my home.
I've had the same blue jeans for... I can't tell you the last time I bought blue jeans. I've probably had these blue jeans for 5 years. The same ones. So, I just don't...
I wouldn't buy a brand new pair of blue jeans to save my life. And when I get blue jeans, I'll go to Goodwill or someplace to get them.
Yeah, she's really good about going to Goodwill. Now, see, I don't. But she's good about going to Goodwill. Now, I do buy, at the end of the season at Kohl's, I like looking through the men's sweaters because I'll wear them. I like wearing the men's, a lot of times I think they look more feminine than they do masculine, especially the ones for Christmas and stuff.
Men have better color in their clothes.
I like those. What is your sibling's favorite pet?
My baby.
Samson.
Well, Samson, I
Ripley. You're
Samson.
thinking about Ripley, aren't you?
That's my favorite, probably dog breed.
She had a boxer.
Is boxers.
She had
two boxers. They both died of cancer. But my favorite pet has got to be Tank, which is my dog now. He's half blue heeler, half Australian shepherd, and it's just because he loves me so much.
He does love her more than any pet
that I've ever had love.
Yeah.
Because of that, I can't help but. He's my baby.
Yeah, he does love you very much. Who is more confident? Well, I said you were very confident. I think you're very confident.
I think I am about some things, and I'm not about some things. But if I'm not, I think I have a good way of faking it.
I'm confident. I think I've become more confident, especially through doing YouTube.
I think the older you get, the more confident you get, because you're just like, I don't give a crap.
You can't care what everybody else thinks.
No.
Yeah, if you just have to stop caring. Do you like to take pictures with your sibling? I don't. And she doesn't know that. But every time we'll take a picture for the thumbnail for this video, so we'll have to.
We're the most unphotogenic.
No, I think by ourselves we're really good, but together it's always like she looks so much better than me.
Oh, please.
No, it's
you
the
are
truth.
crazy.
It's like I always look fatter.
No.
I always look,
yeah,
and it's
yeah. Yeah, you're like 3 times smaller than me.
Not even true.
You're crazy.
Are you satisfied with the career that your sibling has chosen? I forgot. I'm telling you.
Well, I think that's a crazy question because who cares?
Well,
I mean, why should you care what I think about the career I've chosen?
Right. I like the career she's chosen, but I have to say this. I wish she was in town. I wish she did not have to travel an hour a day because I think it's very dangerous. Same as with Andrew. I think it's very dangerous that they travel an hour or 2 hours each day. I just think it's, an opportunity every single day to get in a wreck.
It is.
And so I worry. I respect her career and I'm very, very proud of her, but I wish she could have something local. And for you, I think the only reason why you might not like it is because other people know what I do, and maybe if they came up to you, or maybe
No, it didn't bother me. I'm happy with what you did.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad.
It didn't bother me at all.
Who is more creative?
I don't know. I think we're creative in our own ways with different things.
I do too.
You're creative with these videos, and we just have a different type of creativity.
I agree.
Yeah.
Who is friendlier? I think we're both very friendly.
Yeah,
I think we're
we are.
both. Yeah. Who snores? I don't snore. Do you?
I snore.
Do you snore?
Oh, yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
Wonder why you snore.
Well, I think it depends on how tired I am.
Oh, okay.
Because I average, 4 hours of sleep a night?
Yeah, she likes to stay up until the morning, and then she has to get up very early.
Mm-hmm.
She's always been like that. Who is a good speaker? I don't know.
I don't know. I think we both. I don't think it would bother either one of us to speak.
What was the last gift you gave to your sister?
You gave me a cake candle.
I know, and I wish I hadn't.
Why? I burned it.
Because I was so impressed with those candles when they were sold here in town, and I truly think they've changed the formula. I hadn't bought one in probably 6 years. It didn't smell as strong at all. I would not buy that brand again.
Candleberry.
I wish I'd bought you a Candleberry.
Candleberry's the best. Tell your friends overseas, Candleberry's the best.
Yeah,
candle.
It really is. And you gave me money.
Home office is right in Frankfort, Kentucky.
Oh, is
for
it?
Candleberry.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Can you do two?
Best scent is called Hot Maple Toddy.
Yeah, I actually like
And they got one called Bourbon Pecan or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So can you go in there and do a tour?
Oh, probably. Well, I don't know if it's just the office or that's the factory too,
okay.
but I mean, it's in Frankfurt. The facility's in Frankfurt.
The last thing you gave me wasn't money. You gave me a gift card for Kroger for my birthday, and I used it.
Because she buys food.
That's the perfect gift for me. That way because we do these reviews. No, it helps. Trust me, it helps. What was the last movie we both watched together?
Good God.
I don't know. I don't even know why I put that on here, because I really don't know.
Yeah.
When
we get together, we don't watch TV.
We don't watch TV, we talk. Tell a moment when you cried for your sibling.
Gosh, that's probably been a long time too. I mean, it's not that I don't hurt for you or get upset for you, but you haven't had...
I know when I cried for you. I know when I cried for her.
You can say it.
I cried for you when you had to get a second job.
Oh.
Because I felt so horrible that you were put in that position, I felt bad and it makes me sad right now thinking about it.
Well, it makes you mad.
Because you should have never, as a mom of 2 kids, you're dependent on someone to give you money every month, and then all of a sudden it stops, and you have to go out and get a second job just because, I don't want to work. Just because that other person wasn't dependable.
Well,
and I felt so horrible for you.
I mean, and John was willing to pick up the slack. John was willing to do that, but how can I say this without sounding horrible?
You didn't want him to. You didn't feel it was his job. He's not the kid's dad.
I didn't feel like it was his job.
A lot of people feel that way.
And then, like...
You didn't feel he should have to do it because he's not their biological dad. There's nothing wrong with that.
Which he didn't mind doing it, but...
that's when I literally cried for you.
I mean, I was tired. I was tired and wore out, but also I didn't mind it that bad. I mean, I met friends.
She made friends. Jennifer makes friends wherever she goes. So, but that was the last time I cried for you because I felt really bad for you.
I can't. I mean, you haven't had.
I haven't had the drama.
And God willing, you won't.
Right,
but,
right. Which restaurants did we visit growing up?
Chi-Chi's.
Chi-Chi's was number one. We would go to Chi-Chi's. That's why I've told you on the vlogs, I miss Chi-Chi's so much.
Oh, me too.
Because we used to go there all the time.
And Max and Irma's.
Yes, Max and Irma's was a big one. You know that they still have one in like the Louisville airport or something.
Oh, really?
One of these airports around here.
But it's not like that one with the dance floor and stuff in Lexington.
No.
Yeah,
there was one in Lexington that was cool.
But Chi-Chi's, I think, sticks out more than
Yes. Who sings the best?
You?
I don't think either one of us can sing.
No,
neither one of us.
Get carried.
Who's the most talkative? I think we both.
I think we're both talkative, yeah.
Who has the worst temper? I think I have a bad temper.
I think you have a bad temper, but I think you control it better than I do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if somebody makes you mad, you can keep your mouth shut.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's taken many years.
And not let the anger come out.
Right.
If somebody ticks me off, I'll immediately voice my opinion.
Right.
And then later I'm thinking, why did I say that?
For me, it's become, it builds. It's a slow build. Who's the most straightforward?
You.
Yeah.
I think we both try to be the best way we can.
But I think you put up with more... I think you put up with more silliness and you let people get by with more than I do. Whereas I'm going to tell them, this is ridiculous. I'm more vocal.
That's where Ashley gets it.
What, you think Ashley's straightforward?
Oh my
Ashley's
God.
very blunt.
Yeah.
Who likes to exercise daily?
We both do.
We both do. Both of us. What is the saddest moment you experienced together?
Mom dying.
Yeah. See, what TV shows did we watch when we were growing up?
Give Me a Break. The Facts of Life.
Dukes of Hazzard.
You watched Miami Vice.
I did watch Miami Vice, yeah.
I didn't like it, but
Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard.
I swear on a bumper sticker earlier today on a big old pickup truck, this guy had a bumper sticker in his window that said, "Everything I needed to know in life I learned from Uncle Jesse."
Gag.
Okay. It's like, I thought, we're in Kentucky. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Did you watch, we watched The Love Boat, Fantasy Island.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, lost it.
Okay, what cartoons?
Scooby-Doo. It was the one I watched.
Scooby-Doo.
I don't know if you were much of a cartoon.
I love the Flintstones.
The Flintstones.
The Smurfs.
I did Scooby-Doo. I did He-Man.
Loved Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny was good. Jennifer loved He-Man though. Did we share toys?
Yeah. I would have liked to have shared toys, but Tammy wasn't really good about sharing toys. I remember you and Becky Raymond huddled up in the corner with a Barbie house, and you all left me with this little A-frame, falling apart A-frame that Dad had built for me. And you all, you all would take...
We would take all the good stuff.
You would take the out of board games, the board out of board games.
Yeah. And
you'd sit it upright, so you all would be hidden behind this, and I'd be out there by myself. Yeah.
Oh, that's awful. That is horrible.
Listen, I'm not scarred or nothing.
That's awful. How did we spend summer vacations? I remember the food.
Bean and bacon soup. You used to make bean and bacon soup all the time.
I remember the food. I remember other people probably. I remember watching The Price is Right.
Yes.
Every day we watch The Price is Right.
And that one show, Love Connection?
Love Connection. If they had Love Connection on, I'd watch it today.
Yeah. We watched Love Connection.
I remember Little Debbie Swiss cake rolls and soup all summer long.
And we'd hang out with our friends. Becky Raymond would come over.
Yeah.
Jill Atkinson would come over.
Yeah.
Jamie Riddell.
Yeah. Jackie around the corner.
Jackie would come over.
Yeah. So we would have friends come over and we would play with them. Okay, last question. Favorite vacation with the family?
What? It sort of hell wasn't Florida, was it?
No.
That was awful.
No. No, it wasn't Florida. We went to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge a lot.
Several times, and we usually had a good time.
We always had a good time in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. And Mom and Dad would pay a lot. I never realized how expensive it was to ride those go-karts.
Yeah.
And it's expensive. And
they take us to Kings Island too, and probably back in that time it was expensive back in the day.
Kings Island was fun. We went to Kings Island, we went to Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg, we went to Florida one time.
We went to Virginia Beach.
We went to Virginia Beach.
I wouldn't mind going now, but that was a horrible trip.
But the reason we went is because my mom
wanted to be on the 700
Club. We went to, who knows the 700 Club with Pat Robertson. My mom was crazy about the 700 Club. And so, do you remember?
We were forced to do that.
Do you remember driving to the beach and she saw how people were dressed and then didn't want to go back to the beach because they were dressed in the bikinis and stuff that they were wearing? And at the time, I mean, we're going to see the 700 Club. That tells you the frame of mind that she was in. Do you remember the wraparound skirts? We were all wearing wraparound skirts. Yeah.
But that all ended. I mean, once I hit probably 7th grade or so, and I guess she figured out that I was hopeless. She gave up on all that. Yeah. I don't think she knew what to think.
We went to church every time the doors were open, and they told us
Sunday
we were
morning,
going.
Sunday night, Wednesday
Yeah,
night.
they told us because I remember asking, how many times are we going to go to church? And Dad saying, as he pulls the Marlboro from his lips, we're gonna go every time the doors are open. Yeah.
So now, sometimes on Sunday, as I pull the Marlboro from my lips, I tell my kids, we're gonna go every time the doors are open. No, we never go.
No.
We don't. I'd like to go. I don't mind.
It's funny though, we did grow up going Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday night. And what was it? Camp meeting. In the summers, they would have a camp meeting.
And it was 800 degrees.
Yes, I was going to say, that meant that it was literally 90 degrees outside. And all these old women would have those fans. And they'd all be fanning themselves.
Sometimes it was fun though.
And Lillian McCutcheon,
I remember her,
would be preaching, and none of us would be listening. No.
I'd be laid out on a bench and sleep.
So, yeah. And do you remember the little gift shop they had? Yeah.
They'd sell fans.
And they would sell those little coin purses that opened. And
yep. Sometimes you can find them like down in Gatlinburg.
Yeah. Or places like,
Natural Bridge. And places like that.
So, well, this is the end. Do you have any other questions you want to? No? No question. No? Well, if you all enjoyed the video, please let me know. Leave your comments below. If you have any more questions, maybe you can put them below and maybe I can get Jennifer back because I'm sure that you all have a ton of questions that you have for her. And maybe I can get her back over here. So I know that I thought this was fun. Did you enjoy it? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed it then, and thanks for watching.